This is Estancia, and this is their Reserve Meritage 2007 from Paso Robles. And I gotta say, it seems like we're getting kind of good at digging up these incredibly hard to find '07 cabs and cab blends from California. This is a wine that was produced back in that great vintage of '07, aged 14 months in barrel, and has been aging at the winery. It develops in the bottle, tannins soften, flavors emerge, and we all get to enjoy it. But, these wines disappear from the shelf so fast. This, of course, comes from Estancia's Keys Canyon Ranch, a very large vineyard in the Paso Robles, where they have kind of a remarkable microclimate with huge temperature swings from day to night, because it's so beautifully sun-drenched and warm during the day, and then at night you have the ocean breezes coming in and cooling everything down, and you can go from 100 degrees down to 60 degrees. And what that does, of course, is it lets the grapes develop very slowly and lengthens the time that they hang on the vine and take on all the good nuances. This is 61% Cabernet Sauvignon, 27% Merlot, 12% Petit Verdot. So 3 of the 5 Bordeaux varietals. The term Meritage, of course, is one that's started by the Meritage Society back in the late 80s. And it was for California wines that used Bordeaux varietals. So this fits that very distinct profile. And the idea was that, if you're making Cabernet, you have to have so much Cabernet in to call it Cabernet. And a lot of winemakers said, well, maybe we can make a more interesting wine, another kind of wine, and we can't call it Cabernet because we don't have the requisite quantity in there. So let's come up with another name. But this is actually, it's their flagship wine, their top of the line wine. And I'm talking too much and I'm not smelling and drinking enough, because wow, the nose on this is great. 40% new American oak. Oh wow, that's really pretty. A lot of black currants on this. Really nice chocolatey notes coming behind that. A little bit of wood smoke under there. Black cherry, blackberries. More chocolate. What a nice nose. Let's try it. As you might expect, lots of big, lush flavor in this wine. The '07 vintage is shining through. Very sort of supple but intense. Black currant, black cherry, dark chocolate, wood smoke, licorice, very supple, silky on the palate, rich, tasty. What other adjectives can I come up with for this? bold. And it's lingering nicely on the finish. This is one that I don't know how it's still around, but really glad we were able to track it down, and you won't want to miss it. Enjoy.